Welcome to Hollywood Toys, the only place where you can live the movies.
Yo, what's going on? Greetings, friends and family, and welcome to Hollywood Toys, the only place where you can live the movies. I'm your host, Magic Mike, and welcome to my channel, where I do travel and entertainment vlogs, where I cover theme parks, comic and horror cons, movies, celebrities, action figures, video games, and more. And I also have some pretty cool action figure and movie merch as well. So be sure to subscribe to the channel as well as hit that notification bell so that you won't miss out on any future videos, live streams, or new product releases. Yay! And now it's magic time. Woo! Yeah! What is going on, my peoples? Thanks for joining me here today for this pre-4th of July celebration and printing up some stuff vlog. That's right, here we are. And let's see. Well, hello Mr. N4, it's been too long. How have you been? He says, let's get it, living the movies. And my other good friend, Pixel Protocol. Oh yeah, like it up, y'all. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Alright, so today I am printing up some orders. Gonna be cutting some cardboard. Gonna be making some more batteries. Because as always, I'm still behind. But I'm fighting and clawing my way to dig myself out of this hole so I could be caught up. And shut up. Yeah. So I figured I would do a live. Why not? Right? And yeah, so let's get started. Okay. Got that. So how's everybody doing? Ready for the 4th or what? I'm gonna... So I make a lot of my shipping cardboard out of the free boxes I grab on my way out of the post office for a lot of my smaller stuff, like the batteries. So detach that and cut these up into little pieces. Why not? All right. So, hey, great news! The post office is closed tomorrow. So, extra day off tomorrow, y'alls. So I'll have a full day tomorrow to work on more YouTube vlogs. And then, well, tonight too. After dropping off packages today and getting some dinner, have all night tonight to start recording and editing those vlogs, and all day tomorrow so I could still have time to get in my 2 vlogs for the week. Yeah. I finished going through all of my old home movies to look for material that I can upload to the channel. Found some pretty fun stuff. Oh. So I'll do a mixture of the home movie stuff with some new current vlogs, so it won't all just be the home videos. You know, I always like to add a variety, so every single video won't be the same format, and you get the idea. So cut off these little panels here. And we're printing 2 13x27 backdrops for one of the orders. Yep. Punk Rock says, "What's my favorite battery type?" Chucky batteries. What else? Yep, yep. So I've been pretty blessed and lucky with my oh man. Oh, okay. Been pretty lucky with my Instagram. For years I've been struggling to get followers on that, but then again I wasn't posting as much. So, when I was at like the 100, 200, 200, 50 mark, and then I would put up posts and almost get no engagement or likes or comments or anything like that. But I don't know what happened or who's helping me or what, but it seems like lately I've gone from struggling to get followers. Now, like, I wake up every day to 10 new followers, 15 followers per day, day after day. So now I'm at over 600, and it seems like a week ago, or a week and a half ago, I was at 500. So at the rate I'm going, I'm definitely gonna, worst case scenario, by the end of this year, hit 1,000 followers on Instagram, which is awesome. So I came up with the idea of, um, what the hell? No. Why? Uh, paper jam. So that's a backdrop wasted. Mm, It happens from time to time. Oh, there's $3 down the drain. Um. So yeah. So I came up with the idea of, to get around the issue of, if I want to go live when, let's say, other people go live or want to go live, um, to just go live on my other social media platforms and get more followers there that I could, at some point bring back here, right? So, so I figured I could multi-stream, or if I do go live, let's say here, I could also go live on the other platforms at the same time and all that good stuff. So I went to go. So I've tried it on TikTok, on Facebook. So I figured, okay, I haven't tried Instagram yet, and since that's growing pretty well, that should be good. So I go to go live yesterday on Instagram, and now apparently you can't. You have to have at least 1,000 followers to go live. So how funny is that? Or frustrating, but but I'm on my way to hitting that. But man, why such a high amount? Why does it got to be that? Why not? It would make sense if it was like 100 or a couple hundred or whatever. But yeah, Energizer or Duracell? Energizer is the better battery. Oh my lord. All right, let's have to try it again and then go get another sheet. Oh my lord. Print. Come on. Do your thing. Wake up. Get on with it. This thing doesn't listen very well. Come on, please. Do it. Come on. Come on. Come on. I don't have time for this. Please. Anyways, let's see here. Where did I put the skizzers? Oh, right there. Oh, yeah. So today I'm watching Star Wars Shadows of the Empire. I've been going through all the Star Wars movies, looking for diorama prop ideas that um, I can make either as just a print file or as real physical props that I could add to the store, and maybe like, and then have the double option of either make of making them a digital download that you can buy, so you can print them yourself and make them yourself, or making the physical diorama prop sheets that I could send. That, again, all you have to do is cut them out and put them and fold them together and all that stuff. Mike, I hear a bit of anger. Is Fear's Rage rubbing off on you? No, we can't let that happen. Never. Never. That's pretty cool. But, yeah. Never really had any major anger issues. I just yell and scream for a few minutes and then everything's good. Yell at whatever it is that's causing me grief. Because it's an inanimate object, it doesn't have feelings. I can take out all my anger all I want, and I won't hurt its little feelings. That's right. Um, and then I figured, you know what? Even though I'm not like a huge fan of all the Avengers movies and the latest Marvel stuff and all the latest Incredible Hulks and Spider-Mans and what have yous, it kind of occurred to me, well, hey, action figure boy, no reason why I can't look through those movies to look for more imagery that I could capture to turn into pretty cool action figure diorama backdrops, like city streets and apocalyptic, battle damaged street backgrounds and stuff like that. So gonna be busy looking through all the Marvel movies and the DC movies, for more diorama ideas and backdrop ideas. So I think by the end of this year, I will have added at least another 100, a couple hundred more backdrop to the store. I already got another 40 or 50 in one folder right now that I just gotta convert and make the different print sizes for and touch up and polish up, and then add and list all those slowly but surely to the stores and stuff like that. Just, I have too many things going at once, at the same time, at once, but I'm trying to balance it all out. You better not jam again. I'm not in the mood to jam. Are you? I don't know. Oh man. At least I'll be ahead on this now. But that's just the frustrating thing about it. Like, just when I get caught up on one thing, then it's like, oh, now I'm low on batteries again. I got to start making more of those. But then by the time I get that done, oh, now I have more of this prop that I'm now low on and I got to make more of. And it's just this vicious cycle. Oh, I got to cut more cardboard because I'm low on cardboard. Oh, I got to, and on and on and on and on. And because I'm behind. Because if I wasn't behind, I would just make a whole day of it or 2 days of it. Okay, I'm not going to stop until I have plenty of everything, plenty of cardboard, plenty of batteries, plenty of props, plenty of backdrops, plenty of, and on and on and on, to where, like, just, hit me with your worst and I can get 10 to 15 orders in a day, and I'll already have, like, more than half of at least one of whatever it is that was ordered. So where I could just knock them out, cut them up, pack them up, boom, 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 and not have to worry about making anything, you know. Welcome to the Space Jam. Telling me. Oh boy. Hey Amanda, thanks for stopping by. How you doing today? It's gonna be a great weekend, don't you think? I'm gonna have an extra day off tomorrow since there's no post office open, so I get a full day of not having to go anywhere, and I could just work, 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 catch up, work on YouTube videos, work on products, catching up on orders. Of course, I probably just jinx myself in a way because, well, at least I'll have a full day tomorrow of not having to go anywhere, but I know I'm going to get all caught up now in orders, and by the time and then I get home thinking I'll have a full night and a full day tomorrow, but of course there's going to be more orders that are going to come in, and I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning with another 5 to 10 orders that I got to do first before I could do anything else. Jeez. One more box. Hell yeah. Oh, I know what I could show you. I meant to show on the live last night, but I forgot. I was so involved in what I was doing. Um, so one thing that I'm going to be doing is going to Dollar General, the Dollar Tree, Walmart, Target, going through all the aisles and looking for uh what the model makers and diorama builders refer to as diorama fodder. Looking for like various things that can be made into something else, that can be made into diorama props and accessories and things like that, and making vlogs out of that. My hunt for diorama materials. Everything from free materials, things you can make out of, what would normally be trash, to, little cheapy things that you can buy. And just looking at everyday objects and thinking, oh, does that resemble anything that could be made into, something else for a diorama prop build? So I like my Campbell's, 98% fat-free cream of chicken soup, and that I had last night, and then so now that I'm in this mode of seeking out those kind of things, and I was like, hey, you could take the labels off of those and get a nice, cool-looking aluminum can like that. And as is now, this Now it doesn't look like it doesn't look like anything now, in particular. I mean, it certainly doesn't look like a trash can, and it doesn't look like an oil drum, but it could be some kind of toxic waste barrel with making and printing out little, hazardous waste labels or radiation, those diamond shaped whatever, and just put it right there on the top and right there, and instantly turn it into a radiation waste barrel, flammable liquid, whatever. And especially painted red, flammable liquid, painted yellow, radiation, radioactive, the whatever that could be thought of out of something I was going to throw away. So this becomes a free item or a piece of material that could be made into a diorama prop that would scale pretty well with 6-inch figures, 1/12 scale. So, yeah. Or it could be used as a base to wrap around, let's say, a glossy sheet of printer paper for a flat look without these ridges in them, that could be printed different colors and be turned into and look more like an oil drum, or it could be painted over, printed over, and then placed like a hairband, like around the middle. So because those oil drums that have just that one like lip that goes all the way around, and once again print off. Now we could print off bigger labels and put them, you know what I'm trying to say, and then paint it, weather it, add rust to it. So we're going to be making tutorials on that, as well as making printable versions that could be printed on either matte paper or glossy paper, that again, I can sell as a digital download that you can download, print yourself, cut them out, and wrap around a can like this. To make your own. So there's the opening, but then flipped upside down, now we can have a top to it. And of course it would have to be painted, so you wouldn't have the expiration date on the top, and it would be put down on the ground like that. And I did keep the lid, but after taking it off, it doesn't fit on the top anymore. But again, it wouldn't be nothing but a thing but to, circle out on a piece of paper or cardboard or whatever and replace back on there and make as a lid. But that's what I'm thinking of. That's the direction I'm going into, and we have some more cardboard over here to cut. So, all right. So, of course, for ideas and for inspiration, I watched a lot of other people on YouTube, on how they make dioramas and how they do this and that. So I could take whatever technique they're using. I like to think outside the box. Like, for example, I saw a tutorial on how to make miniature aluminum tin can trash cans, and I thought that technique was so brilliant that I'm gonna use to make realistic looking trash cans for alleyway diorama scenes and that kind of thing, right? So, but the tutorial was for a smaller than 6-inch scale, like 1/35 or whatever. But looking at it, it doesn't take too much to think about how to scale up whatever technique they were using to make a bigger trash can, or more, that would be more in scale with 1/6 scale. So therefore, I could take that and make my own video tutorial, of course inspired by that person, and say, here's what I learned from this guy, and figured out how to upscale that for a larger size, whatever, and then apply that same principle to make 1/6 scale trash cans. So it'd be about twice as big. But not only that, I realized using that same technique, now I'm going to use that as a springboard to springboard off onto how I could use that technique to create other diorama props, as well as even maybe full scale props. So I can't wait to see what creative juices will be flowing to create even more, props that I otherwise wouldn't know how to do, or I'd be like, oh, I can't. This is a good idea, but I can't do that or whatever. But so I always try and think, well, to watch the tutorial, even if it's for a diorama I have no interest in wanting to build, I might pick up a technique itself that I could apply to things that I do want to make for my own personal dioramas or turn into product, or whatever it is, right? Man, the time is creeping up on me as I try to get everything done and sorted by 3 o'clock, and it's already 2 o'clock, so I need to go get myself that other piece of paper, and we need to start making some batteries. But that's kind of what I'm doing here, is I'm making my battery instruction sheet, shipping cardboard out of these sheets. So I just wanted to kind of get a head start on that. So this will be one less thing I have to worry about, so I can make a good couple stacks of these. All right, and then this is the last one, and then I'm going to go get another 27-inch sheet so I can print the other backdrop, because of the first one jamming up like a little punk. And there's that. All right. It's time to take a break from these messages. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back in a minute. Just going to grab that sheet of paper, and I'll be right back after this message. That's right. Sure. Always look over this piece of paper to make sure there's no major smudges or scratches that I have to buff out or take care of. And that one is looking pretty good. All right. Oh. Get in there, buddy. You can do it. Okay, there we go. Yo, Mr. Lantern, howdy, and four, howdy. Oh, look, a #1 crown. Wow, $9 million chat super donation. Could always count on that. Thank you so much. What's the other one? Oh, right. Okay. So we have, no issues, no jam ups. The 13-inch by 27-inch jungle background that could be used for your Predator figures, G.I. Joe, Jurassic Park. You could just hang it on your wall. You could put it behind an aquarium. You could, or like for a reptile or reptiles or whatever. I make these in 13-inch by 15, 23, and 27-inch and 36-inch. If you could believe that. That's right. So the next one we got to print is a sewer backdrop. Let's go in the good old computer and pull it up. That I keep in my, no, not superhero only backdrop. There it is. Go to the thingy, and we got to do a quick edit of this. I got to fill out the image to the edges to make sure we get full coverage. Oh my. Thank you so much for the 3 likes. I like being liked. What can I say? All right. Come on. There we go. Using my favorite all-time image editor, GIMP, which is free for you and it's free for me. It's free for everybody. You know what I mean? All right. So, kind of stretch that out a bit. Bam, bam, bam. And looking good. Export. Is it good? Is it good? Quality 100%. Always. Okay. Now we can print it. I can print it to win it. Yeah. Woo! Print, 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 print. Yeah. Let's see here, folks. Time to take it over. Wait, come on. Take it over to the workshop table, y'alls. It's a journey for you and for me. Welcome to the show. The one that really blows. It's for you and for me. Most indefinitely, yeah. All right. We made it, y'all. This is it. Time for cutting. Hello, Amanda. I haven't scared too many people off yet, I see. Okay. Ah. Mm-mm. Chicken lamb ham. All right. So now we just gotta measure that, make sure we're at exactly 27 inches. My trusty thingy here. Yep. All right. And 7. Still have a little bit to lop off. Just enough. Let's see here. Okay. Perfect. And then we have our Teletran 1. This is the 15-inch wide version. Okay. All right. Here. There we go. Border free, ready to roll and pack up. Okay. So that's its own separate order. So while the other one's printing, we can go ahead and roll and pack it up. Why not, right? I got your favorite, your Tuby Tubes. Oh, yeah. Nobody does it this good. All right. And we got my cup of rubber bands and shipping notes. Look at that. Oh yeah. So roll it up, roll it up. Check crown, crown check. Shout out to the chat. And I got a notification today, y'alls. My new business cards have shipped. So any day now, we'll be getting the official first run of the Hollywood Toys business cards. So I could start spamming people to death and really promoting the channel. I got the rubber band on it. Sometimes I can get away with just one rubber band. If I have to, I'll do a couple more on the ends because I'll let it go. And then if it doesn't unravel too much, and I like to... All right. And then we put our shipping note right in the rubber band. And then our plastic. On each end. And I'm already almost I'm already almost out of these again. So yesterday I ordered another 100. So look forward to a tube capping stream. Yay! All right. And get our sponsored PG tape to tape off the other end. Man, I'm having a blast. So much more fun doing this and getting to talk to you guys versus just doing this all by my lonesome while watching the rest of Empire Strikes Back. But that's what I'll be doing tonight. And maybe do a little bit of a live before and after Lantern. What do you think of that? We'll see. Well, I mean, but I'll also be busy working on making vlogs, so actually probably more likely not. But if I do have time to squeeze in something, maybe. We'll see. Okay. So now, since I don't print labels until the very last minute, and to make sure I don't get anything mixed up or any of the wires crossed, I write the name of who it goes to on the tube. And let's look it up right now. Yep. All right. So this 15-inch Teletran 1 is going to Armin R. in Flowery Branch, Georgia. Done. Ready for the box. And then time to start a trimming on the backdrops with cutter number 2. So what I like to do is while I'm cutting and cutting and cutting to help further prevent getting fingerprint marks on the print, I'll just use the piece of paper that I used to wrap and ship it with anyways. So now I can put my hand on the piece of paper and not directly on the print itself. Even though it doesn't get fingerprints easily because it's not like mega glossy paper, but it helps. And our sewers backdrop is completed. Good for Spider-Man, Batman, gritty type of action figures and heroes and villains and all that good stuff. So let me actually cut off the ends on that first before. So that way we'll have two to trim the sides off of. Once again, all right. All right. Snip, snip, snip. Here we go. Then I can use the other one that I already have cut to 27 inch or a little bit less and just lay it over the top of that so I could, in comparison, so I only have to measure once, but cut twice. There we go. Now all we have left is to trim off the sides. This is the bigger cutter that could cut up to 15 inches. But when doing the sides, they're much longer than that. So I got to do it with the other cutter. Such a process. So that'd be the smaller one. And let's see. As I've mentioned before, I'm a weirdo. I like to, if I can, uh, write somewhere on anything that I buy, like the date that I bought it, where I bought it from, especially, something like this that isn't exactly for aesthetics. It's just a cutter. So this I bought July 1st, 2022. Man, that does not seem like it. I've had this for 4 years. Still going strong. And I got this from Walmart. Okay. Time to trim the sides off using our piece of paper. Get these packed up, and then all I'll have left is the batteries. And of course, it couldn't just be a single set of batteries. This is an order of the double batteries because I also offer them at in a pack of two, where it includes the in the package batteries and then an extra set of loose batteries, along with the custom made good guy instruction sheet that I made to go along with that sheet, or to go along with the batteries. So yeah. How many of y'all remember the live where I cut myself on this stupid thing? Because I have it off on the floor, and this I didn't realize wasn't flush and cut down all the way. So I went to grab it to move it and really got myself good on my finger. So got to be careful. And then there was some other another time, which is why now I've tried to get the habit of whenever I'm not cutting to make sure this is down, because I had this up and I was like working on something else, and then like moved real quick, and then like somehow I ran my hand into the blade and cut myself that way too, a long time ago, around when I first got it. All right, that's one down. And one more. And then worst case scenario, if I don't have enough time to make and upload 2 vlogs by the end of Saturday, I'm gonna make up for it by having at least 3 for the following week, which really would be 2 for that week plus the one of the 2 I wanted to do this week. So it'd still be the same amount anyways, but like either way, I'm gonna stick with the plan. Found some pretty cool home videos. A couple of close call accidents that I recorded on my dash cam from years ago. Which is why for any of my fellow YouTubers out there to invest in a dash cam, not a regular video camera. I mean, you have your vlogging camera, laptop vlogging cam, and all that stuff, but just a regular standard dashboard camera that no matter what is always recording, because you never know what you might capture that you can then share on your YouTube channel. There we go. All right, finished. Woo! All right, wrap that one up and call it a wrap. Make sure we have it oriented correctly. There we go. Alright. Um, so yeah, pretty much any food container or food box, whenever I'm done eating, I'm going to look at it and say, could this be used for diorama making material? Even free, like thin cardstock style paper, not thick cardboard. But a lot of food boxes, like for example, cereal boxes that could be free cardstock paper, especially if you need to make something and you just want a solid color like brown. Take the box apart, flip it inside out. The inside of the box is brown. So, and then with the cereal label on the opposite side, just as an example. And then create a template to build miniature boxes, and then you could have and make miniature cardboard boxes in whatever scale that you want for, again, like a back alley way type or a warehouse kind of diorama or whatever. And then find and or make like mini logos of companies and corporations that you could stick on the sides of them or whatever. If not, make them and print them yourself on paper and stick them on there. Infinite possibilities. In particular, especially, UPS or FedEx, logos you could find for free all day long online. Print them out, scale them down to the size, put them on the sides of the miniature boxes, and there you go. All right. So, we're making much progress, peoples. Oh, yeah. Thanks to everyone that tunes in. And this one, because it has more than one backdrop, is going to unravel. So this one gets extra rubber bands. There we go. And I can't wait to get those business cards because once I do, I ordered 1,000 of them. Every package I'm going to include my business card in as well, and hopefully get more people that buy from me to come sub to the channel as well, and turn buyers into viewers, but then turn viewers into buyers and vice versa. All right, so need to get our plastics again. Mm-hmm. And then finally, any and all conventions I go to, whoever I run into, whoever I talk to, whoever I meet, give them my card all day long. Oh yeah. Hello, Magic Mike. Well, hello, Carrie. How you doing? Just packing up some more orders. No surprise. So after this, I need to make up some more Chucky batteries since I have another Chucky battery order. 2 sets of batteries, and then I'll be all done and ready to go to the post office. Yeah. Dang it, come on. Taking my dog Adam to get a haircut. Oh, nice. All right. Um. All right. So this one, and we have one of everything. They wanted just one sewer, one jungle. Just double checking. Sometimes I overlook that because most people only buy one of every backdrop. Sometimes they'll buy 2 of the same or 3 of the same and pack everything up to realize, oh, you idiot, I was supposed to pack in another one. So this one is going to Richard C. in Pike Road, Alabama. Yeah, that's that. Now it's battery time. Okay. So first, grab my Chucky prop binder that I keep my extra printed Chucky props and items from. I make the good guys stickers in either sticker or non-sticker format. That's where I keep my my battery instruction sheets, the lunchbox stickers, the good guy doctor sticker, um, the Indian packaging that goes on the top, the tomahawk set. Oh, we got lots of those. Another lunchbox label, baseball labels, the baseball packaging set, the fireman packaging set, the hammer packaging set, the commando packaging set, and on and on and on. I keep all that good stuff. So, anyways, we're just grabbing our battery instruction sheet. So let's grab one of those. I always start with the easiest, quickest stuff first and get that out of the way and save the hardest stuff for last. I thought I was going to cut more of these, but no surprise, I'm running low on time. And then my battery container. Which again, I have written on here where I got it from, on the date, and even the price. So I bought this container July 9th, 2022 for $7.28 plus tax from Walmart. Yeah. And no surprise, I did need to cut more battery instruction sheet cardboard because I'm down to one sheet. So just gonna cut one for now. Thought I was gonna have time to cut more, but that'll be. I'll wait until the next time I get another battery order. Okay, my scissors are over there. Mm-hmm. Hey, Pretend Stories, haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for coming by. How's the business going? Too good. I want to get to other things and finish the YouTube stuff, but I just keep getting sucked away and dragged away. Printing, packing, making props, making this, making that. And it's only going to get worse as I still have dozens and dozens and dozens of other items that are still on my list of things to do to add to the store. So it's a never-ending loop, but I wouldn't ask for anything else. Not a bad problem to have. I know, because I've dreamed about being an entrepreneur for decades. And, now that I've finally achieved that, I'm not taking it for granted. I'm not complaining about it, but it does get frustrating when I want to do other things and I just keep getting sucked away. But it's good, making money. That's all that counts. So, yeah. All right. So we got that, and that gets put into here. And then I cut corners so it'll slide into the bubble mailer that much easier. And let's not forget our shipping note. There we go. And then I taped the other end before cutting off the other corners. And I wouldn't be as frustrated, or I wouldn't be as bad if I wasn't so behind on everything else due to trying to dedicate as much free time as I could to making the new YouTube intros and outros. So once I get caught up in everything, then this won't be as stressful. It'll be more fun. It'll be more, when I get to a point to where I could easily do everything, take care of orders, have enough time to make those 2 vlogs per week, then I'll be rocking and jamming. All right. And we have to actually write battery instructions on here, because I've had a couple customers buy this and be like, "Where's the instruction sheet? It wasn't in there." And I'm just like, let me guess, you threw away the packaging along with the cardboard thinking that was just part of the packaging. Even though it's 2 pieces of cardboard taped together, you would think people would, oh, the instruction sheet. So I write it on both sides just to make sure. Pretty cool. Just keep in mind, Zach needs a job and could probably do some order fulfillment. Some order fulfillment. I haven't got quite that busy yet, but it maybe one day that would just cut too much into my profits. as it is for right now. But I don't know, one day. Let's see. All right, so that's done. Now we've got to actually make some batteries in what was a clear box, but I taped it all up with and made it a solid box with paper to help protect and keep heat and light out of the box, since we have real batteries, or make these out of real batteries. Because as we all know, the cooler you could keep batteries, the better, and the longer they'll last, and all that good stuff. So once again, we have no pre-labeled batteries, so we have to label up 4 friggin' batteries. No surprise. How am I doing? I'm doing okay, although, again, just a bit frustrated because I need to get to working on those logs, but I'm doing this just when I thought I had enough of everything, and then and I recently just bought a new batch of batteries as well. So yeah. Looking for some clean ones. Oh, come on. Are you serious? Oh, I'm gonna kill somebody. Sometimes after delabeling them, there's like this black residue on the tops of them that I gotta sand off. Sometimes, if I'm lucky, I'll get a few that I don't have to really do anything to. Now it seems like all of these have that. Oh, that again, just something else I gotta do later. Clean up these battery tops. And you mean to tell me I only have 2? Oh my lord! This is nuts. I guess I have no choice but to do it right now. Lord, have mercy! Type it. Okay. Jeez. And then in between all that, one of the things that I'm behind on is because I spent all that time making the YouTube outros and intros. Now I'm really behind on all my bookkeeping and recording all my business expenses and my earnings for the past couple months behind now that I need to catch up on, as well as going through and having to raise prices in all my items in the store. So I don't even want to begin to think about how long that's going to take before I'll truly feel up to date and caught up on everything. The 10 story says, what's the profit on a business like this? What's the yearly income? Well, it varies, of course, like with anything else. All I can and will say is I make more than I would at a regular job working full time, making $15 an hour. Alright. I think that's good enough. Oh, I do have one extra one. Just one. And at least I don't have to print up any labels. So we have that ready to go. And we still have a good enough amount of battery labels. Trust the old scissors. That's right. Okay. I always double check to make sure there's no marks or scratches or anything. And if it's remotely questionable, I'll just move it to the bottom of the stack and pick up another one. Instead of going through the hard work of and time of labeling it on there and then packing it up just to realize, oh, there was a spot, there was a mark, there was something I overlooked or missed. All right, that one looks good. I sometimes forget to get in the habit of just making sure there's no particles or dirt or whatever on the table itself that won't transfer onto anything I'm working on. Blah, blah, blah. I do have a cutting board. Sometimes I just forget to put that down. Uh, and then if I occasionally might get accidentally smudge something on the batteries because it's on glossy sticker paper, most of the time I can wipe it off with some toilet tissue and rubbing alcohol. Okay, so there we go. One down. Oh, thanks for the trophy and the super stickers and the thumbs up and the gold medal. Wow. Righty. I haven't seen Elizabeth in a while. I hope she's okay. Go. You're welcome, Mike. Man, this month is flying by too fast. These weeks are flying by too fast. It needs to slow down so I could catch up. Okay. That one. Two more to go. We're definitely not going to make it by 3, but oh well. We'll be late together. What do you say? The post office closes at 5, but I try to give myself that 3 o'clock deadline to shoot for. But if I don't quite make it, now I have that buffer of that extra 2 hours to make it by then, worst case scenario. So, because I definitely want to get this done, get to the post office, knowing that I'm not going to be able to go to the post office for the next 3 days for this awesome 4th of July weekend. Every day, Mike. Every week, Mike. Oh, thank you! Okay, here we go. Be sure to subscribe to Mr. Lantern for his weekly lives, Thursdays and Fridays, or Fridays and Thursdays, depending on how you want to look at it. Mike 24/7 all the time. And don't forget to subscribe to The Carrie Show for more awesome live streams and gaming streams and Bible studies. And she does prayer requests, so if you need a prayer on something, she is the woman to go see. Ah. Oh, I think we're about more than halfway done at this point, kind of, at least. Because we only have to package one set of batteries. And to this day, I don't get it. You know, you can get my batteries for around $20, $22 all day long, yet there are other sellers who have bought my batteries, but then will post them up on eBay and selling them for way more than I buy them for, and sometimes without even the instruction sheet. They'll put them up for like $35, $40, and then another $5 or $10 on top of that for shipping, and I offer free shipping. And I'm just like, what? I don't get it. So I don't know if in a weird way that actually helps me make more sales by somebody else posting my own batteries for a higher price and then people seeing mine for the cheaper price. Who knows? And I already made the money through that sale of those batteries. So once you buy them, you can do whatever you want with them. You can resell them or whatever for whatever price you want. It doesn't take any money out of my pocket. And I want to get caught up enough on so I'll be able to do what I've been wanting to do, like an 8+ hour live stream just to beat my last record of 7 hours. But it just seems like I just keep getting roadblock after roadblock, and some people do that. Someone bought stickers on Etsy for a Star Trek wine bottle from the show, and they bought a Dollar General bottle of wine and put the sticker on it and sold it for like $80. To Fears one time. Stickers on it from the show. Now I used to, and in some cases I used to do that. Like for example, I made the Voodoo for Dummies book cover, and then I'd find the appropriately sized book as cheap as I can off Amazon and stick it on there, and offer though as a choice of you could buy just the cover and use your own book, or buy the book. But then I realized that was actually kind of not stupid, but basically passing on the cost of the book plus a little bit more onto the customer, but then that's a little bit more I have to pay for in shipping and more time I have to spend in, doing the job of sticking it to the book. So after a while, I just realized, you know what? I think it's just more cost effective to offer just the cover, because that is a super snap, put it in there. In other words, I don't think I was making that much more, including a book, maybe $1 or $2 more, or maybe even breaking out to about the same as I realized when it comes to, making a sticker for something and then putting it on an actual item that, people could just buy at home anyways. So I stopped doing that. So for me, if I was the one that made stickers for a wine bottle, I would just sell just the stickers because I'm just going to be charging more, but I'm not going to be making that much more profit on including the wine bottle. Because again, now that's just more you have to pay for in shipping with the weight and, and anything like that, and still make the same as you would by selling just the stickers, just as an example. Again, things you learn through experience too, doing this for years, figuring out what works the easiest, the most efficiently, and all that stuff. Um, yeah. Dang it. Especially, hey, Jucifer, especially for like the good guy lunch boxes with the stickers on them. Those style lunch boxes are pretty rare and already are expensive. So it'd be insane to try and find those lunch boxes and sell it along with a sticker. But then I paid 35 for the lunch box, and now I had to charge 70, $80 to make the money back that I put towards buying the lunch box plus a little bit of profit, and then nobody would buy it. Versus selling just the stickers, then it's up to the customer to find and get that lunchbox to stick the sticker onto. Because one of these days, I don't even have any lunch boxes yet. I would like to get those lunch boxes so I can make my own good guy lunch boxes. Um, all right, we're just bagging up the extra batteries that we just made. And we can get on to packaging up a set, and we'll almost be done. Almost. All right, I'll just use. Where did it go? All right, so two of these are going along with the package. Oh, what am I doing bagging up two of them? I need to put. What did I do with the bag of fresh bags? Oh, here it is. Okay. And now for the more tedious part, bagging up a pair of batteries, which is not easy because it's such a tight fit. And sometimes I wind up breaking a bag trying to squeeze two of these batteries in there. So if only these were just like a millimeter or two wider, that would be perfect. But of course, there are exceptions to the rule. Let's say the physical prop that, requires a sticker that you can't go or buy anywhere else because it's a very specific shape and size that you can't get in any store. Like certain items that you would have to manufacture or make yourself or make molds of. That's a whole other thing, too. All right, so there's first one and then this one. Hopefully, no issues. Well, so far, so good. Wow, this one didn't give me as much trouble as it usually does. Of course, I stretched out a little spot, cut these out, and start again. Ugh. I knew it seemed too good to be true. And now you can see when I do have the time why it's so much better if I had the time to set up my table and make several sets at once and have at least some ready to go. So on a day when someone orders them, I don't have to make them the same day and have that pressure of, oh, I got to get done by whatever. Just been so behind and everything else. Please work. Oh, oh. And you know, one thing I never understood is in the first movie, the Chucky batteries are size D batteries. But for part two, somehow they magically turn to size C batteries. Usually, third time's a charm. The struggle is real. Man, I can't wait for dinner. Usually, I have 4 or 5 breakfast sausages for meal number one of the day, but I haven't been feeling hungry when I first wake up, but I have them anyways. So today I skipped that. So I'm gonna have me a big butter garlic salad and some lemon pepper chicken. Oh yeah. This is the one. Good enough. We did it. Finally. Some lemon pepper steppers. Haven't had those. Alright, and then cut off just a little bit, trimmed off the top. Okay. And then we're got our packaging label for the top. Once again, looking to make sure there's no issues. Oh, it's just a silly word for lemon pepper wings. Oh, okay. Yeah. I buy the whole rotisserie not rotisserie, lemon pepper chicken from Walmart. So, yeah, get the wings, get the drumsticks, get the whole enchilada. Because I tried their rotisserie chicken. I don't know what about it, but like after it, there's like almost no taste. And then when you go to reheat it, it's dry as heck 99% of the time. So I've given it plenty of chances. But the lemon pepper chicken almost never loses its flavor, almost never goes completely dry. So the lemon pepper Walmart chicken I highly recommend to anyone who is a lover of chicken like me. I got chicken patties in the oven, but I want to make some kickin' chicken tomorrow with the drumsticks. Just spicy seasoning. Nice. I like 'em mild myself. Time to break out the glue, because I don't have a clue. Make sure I buy plenty of these so I don't ever run out. And I'm missing a pin. Hey. So one of the frustrating things about working with glue is it always freezing up at the very tip. So I just use a push pin to push in and re-break that seal. And that usually unblocks the flow. And then just use a disposable piece of paper that I could set all the glue on or extra glue so it doesn't get on me or the table, hopefully. I need to get some clips that I can use to just clip on these and clip them shut and let it dry instead of having to hold it manually like this, like an idiot. Look at me, I'm holding the batteries. And constantly moving my fingers around to make sure no glue accidentally got into my thumbs and then transfer back onto the label. And then I have to take it all apart again and start over again. But we're not going to do that this time. Just gotta double make sure we get that bond, because this paper can be quite stubborn sometimes, and I have to re-glue it again, even after holding it for so long. Okay. We have done it. And then I start to feel better, and the anxiety starts to dissipate. the closer I get to being finished. And once I do finish, and then I can start the next half of the night more relaxed, more at ease, more chill, more I don't have to be anywhere by a certain time or anything like that. Oh, I'm I'm finished. I can move on with my life just like that. All right. Now we could throw away our glue paper and that. It's like that. All right. Oh, a light. Oh. All right. I just need to go get some more printer paper so I could print some labels and pack up this battery. I go through printer paper like it's nothing. So don't go anywhere. I'll be right back, folks. Don't make me come looking for you. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the show. So this is the regular cheapo copy paper that I get that I use mainly for labels or things that I need to print, but I don't need the full sheet for. So so I don't get this mixed up accidentally with the better higher quality paper that I use. I just take a marker and I just color down and just make these marks on them so I could just look at the edge and that of that stack of paper and know, oh, okay, that's the cheap paper. It doesn't really matter. So I looks like I know what I'm gonna be shopping for today because that's the last of this batch. All right. And then we get to go nuts and cut up this stupid paper that takes up so much space in a garbage bag unless you cut it up because it's so stupid and my garbage bag is getting pretty full as it is. Damn. Okay. Now to pack them up nice and tight. All right. Well, not too bad. It's only 10 after 3, so we're not super late. So, again, this is a bit of a tight squeeze for the 6x9 bubble mailer, so hence why I cut off the corners. So, and then we put in our package set of batteries. Wow, that slid in just ever so perfectly. And then our loose batteries. And that takes care of that. Jack. All right. We're done with the packing and making. Now that's just another thing to add to the to-do list. Making more batteries, sanding more batteries. Ugh. Oh, that's it. Okay. Oh, I forgot to pack away my pin. Where's the bit? I try to keep my glue breaking pin in with the bag of extra glue. We don't need that anymore. That goes in the battery box. These go in the battery box. Box, 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 box. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Right. And we got plenty of extra cardboard now to make more battery instruction sheet cardboard and smaller prop cardboard. Oh, okay, here we are. Oops. Oh man, am I? Okay. What do we got? This one is going to somebody out there. It is going to John W. All right, time to start printing some labels. Woohoo! What's up, my people? Stay with it. Okay. Label time. Oh yeah. Double check the weight. I have it set for 14 ounces, and I'm pretty sure it is up to 14 ounces. Yep, there you go. Print by shipping label, $7.42. USPS grounds. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh. A5 is the way to go. There it is. Yeah. All right. Get shipping labels over here as well. Okay. I'm pretty sure both of these should be under 8 ounces. Of course, that one, that's for sure. This one had the 227s. Yep. Oh, yeah. All right. You can delete that label. All right. 8 ounces. Yep, yep, yep. And 8 ounces. Review. Good to go. Purchase $12.13. Bam! Print those labels. Ooh, yeah. And then once I get caught up in everything, I can go back to focusing the weight loss journey because I haven't been paying attention to that for weeks now and haven't weighed myself in weeks now. So I can't wait to. So that's I'm not stressing as much. I can get back on track with that. So hopefully I haven't gained too much back, and I'm still in the 130s. I hope. Right. That's hey. Why? Oh, did I not hit print yet on that one? You idiot! Come on. There it is. All right. All right, Mr. John. We're labeling your batteries right now. Whoa. One down, two more to go. Making not too bad time here, folks. Thanks for keeping me in line and helping to keep me sane and not flying completely off the handle. You know? You want to know what I think about you? I'm just gonna think about you. I'm just gonna. Yeah. And still some leftover bits from the backdrop paper. Backdrops. Bam, bam. Ba-da-da-da. Always too much leftover residual trash paper. Okay. What a mess I make. Mhm. Need the scissors anymore. Bye bye. No more pen. No more Sharpie marker. Ah. No more shipping labels or rubber bands. We're done with those. Hey, I didn't want it. It's gonna print whatever. Oh, and an extra bit of sanding paper I forgot to put back in the battery box. And then some other rubber bands that I don't know where the hell these came from. What the heck's going on? Did you do this? Huh? Sometimes I get a little when I get a little too angsty. So sometimes I like to take one of these and yes, It helps calm the nerves. Okay, 2 more labels to go, or 2 more packages to label, and then we're out of here. All right, so this one is going to Armin. I'm so glad I did this. I could have waited until Monday, but then that would just be more crap I have to worry about later, right? It's like I got to do it one way or another. It's not going to change the amount of time I'm going to need to spend on preparing whatever order, making whatever order. So I used to be a mega procrastinator before starting my own business, so that's another positive to come out of it. That used to be one of my worst flaws. Now it's the complete opposite. Now I cannot rest until I, take care of whatever orders that I could wait on, but yet I just now it's like an illness. No matter what I have planned, all right, I'm going to be able to blah 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 blah, and then 5 minutes later, great, another order. All right, I'm just going to have to stop what I'm doing and just get it done. I used to be that last minute guy that I would have until August 31st to get something done, and it's like March. I would wait until September 1st and then, scramble to get it done. And this one for Richard. Uh-huh. So, how's everybody out there doing today? What are your plans for the weekend? Of course, you'll know what I'll be doing. Working and working and working some more. YouTube orders, never free time, never time off, never a day off, which is another reason why I can't wait to catch up on things. I would love to be able to take a full day or two off of not doing anything related to either YouTube or the business to just, whatever. And again, video games don't count because that I would say is a fun, relaxing activity. But doing that while going live, I wouldn't consider that work. Like that would still be a break, just relaxing, having fun, but just having, would just happen to having an audience watching and tagging along for the fun. So I need those gaming streams more than anybody else here for sure. Oh man, I can't wait to get to that point again where I could easily afford that extra time where I don't and have fun with it and not do it, but then I still have 20 things in the back of my head, but I still got to do this, and it just wouldn't be fun. I would just be constantly thinking and stressing and thinking about all the other stuff I got to do. So, and it's so frustrating when it's like, oh, I'll have all that done by end of the month, first month. And I've had that thought for the past 4 months in a row. And once again, here we are going into another month thinking, oh, by June, I'll be able to, by July, I'll be, by, whatever. And at this rate, I won't be surprised until, I won't be surprised if it won't be until, that'll be a whole other month of still trying to climb myself out of the hole and get caught up on things by August 1st if I'm lucky. Like I want to be done now. I want to be done a week ago to where I could just, relax, make my couple vlogs a week, do more lives, do more gaming streams, no stress, no worry, killing it with the business, making more money, adding more products to the store with no worries, and being able to handle the volume. So I'm just slowly but surely figuring it out, learn something new all the time along the way through all the experience. But yeah, almost 6 years of total of not having a regular job. So I'm definitely going to be uploading some videos that I took when I used to work from my last job, which was a valet driver at Hard Rock Casino. Um, I don't know. I think I might post the video that I made my last day of work. Because that's kind of like the last day of work, but yet the beginning of Hollywood Toys, because it wasn't too long afterwards that I started the business and, whatever. So even while I was working, I was at home beginning to start working on what would start to become products for the store and everything like that. And I can get into more of, the stories around that, and what led me to where I've been, where I'm going, my thoughts, my thinking behind everything, and everything like that. So, yeah, it'll be interesting, fun to say the least. So, and now I'll be getting extra use out of, those home videos that I would record to myself, meant mainly for me, but then look at what bits and pieces I could pull out and share publicly, without giving away any private information that I don't want shared. That's just for me. So, yeah. So look forward to some of those. But like I said, it's not going to be just those. It'll be a mixture of those mixed in with newer stuff, with recent, current stuff, lots of ideas. So, hopefully, I won't have too many orders coming in later between tonight and tomorrow, and I'll have plenty of time to get started on recording and editing and uploading those vlogs, because I already have at least 3 or 4 in my head going through my list that I'll be able to quickly knock out and start to catch up and stay on top of that and everything like that. So yeah. Got the packages done, ready to go. We have 3 right now, so that's the way it is. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Again, be sure to subscribe to The Carrie Show, subscribe to Mr. Lantern for some awesome streams and everything like that. Thanks for everybody that came along, and thanks to N4 for stopping by again, and for everybody else who I haven't seen in quite some time. For joining in the fun and sharing in my struggles and my triumphs and everything like that. And thanks to Mike for streaming. Thanks for being here and giving me a reason to stream. I love you all, as always. Thanks for all the support, all the wonderful comments, and the great things that you say about me, and for encouraging me. And hopefully it's only going to get better from here, more consistent from here. So many things I'm looking forward to doing, which is going to be part of the vlogs coming up. And hopefully I don't see any reason why I won't have the first episode of Toy Talk Tuesday ready to premiere next Tuesday. Especially if I can get those 2 vlogs done and uploaded by the end of Saturday, I should definitely be able to have that premiere episode, which will become one of the 2 regular weekly vlogs. And then the other one will just be, like a random one, whatever I happen to be thinking about or just want to post or anything like that. So, yeah. So, I really hope you enjoyed this live stream. And if you did, then please consider subscribing to the channel for more videos, vlogs, and more live streams like this one. And leave me some comments. Let me know how I'm doing, not doing, what you like, what you don't like. And give it a thumbs up and share the video. You can also follow me on all of my other social media, such as Instagram, Facebook, Discord, and TikTok, as well as visit the Hollywood Toys Facebook fan page where you could check out all of my action figure diorama items and movie prop replica items. Browse the catalog. You might see something you like. All the purchase links are there. And yeah, and we just crossed over 200 videos as well, so that's pretty cool. So I can now say I now have a catalog of over 200 videos to choose from. So once this live is over, go over and check those out and stay tuned for even more amazing Hollywood Toys videos right after this. And to everyone out there watching, this is Magic Mike reminding you to live for your family and friends. Live your best life and live the movies. That's right, y'all.
Welcome to Hollywood Toys, the only place where you can live the movies.